Hey there, welcome to the video. Now, have you ever wondered how you can make money online publishing low and medium content books? Well, today I'm going to be showing you exactly that. In fact, I'm going to be showing you one seller that's making $3,408 per month from just one book on Amazon KDP. And the best part is that you don't need any experience to get all this started. All you're gonna need is Wi-Fi and a laptop. And by the end of this video, you're gonna have all the steps that you need to start creating profitable books on Amazon. So if you're a beginner looking to make an income online and start a side hustle, or you're just looking to get into a new niche, well, then this video is for you. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. So what are we talking about today? Well, today that would be the butterflies and flowers coloring book for kids niche. Now, the very first thing that you want to do when you're publishing on Amazon KDP is your niche research. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, finding out if the niche that you're looking into is going to be something that's worth it and something that's ultimately going to be profitable. In other words, this is called niche validation. And on top of that, you're going to want to find the keywords that are going to go into your title, your subtitle, and those back-end keywords that's going to give you the best shot at ranking your book on the first page of Amazon. So here I am on Amazon, and I did a search for butterflies and flowers coloring book for kids. And the very first thing that you're going to see is this purple bar right here in the middle of my screen. And this is called Titans Quick View. And this is from Self-Publishing Titans. And this is an extension that you can install on your browser that'll help you with your keyword research as well as your niche research. So if you go over to the Chrome Web Store and you do a search for Self-Publishing Titans, you're going to find these two extensions right here. So feel free to install these. These two are completely free to use. And like I said, it's going to help you with your niche research as well as your keyword research and so much more. And you'll be able to see the same information that is on my screen. So some of the things that this extension does is it'll provide a niche score. It'll give you the total results because Amazon, when it gets over 1,000 results, will not tell you the exact results on a certain keyword. It also tells you the exact match of the books that are using this exact keyword on their title and how many books are independently published, aka how many books are KDP books. And it gives you more information for things like the bestsellers rank. So it'll give you the average, the lows and the highs, as well as the reviews, average, low, high, and the price, the average, the low, and the high. But the very first thing that I look at when I'm doing niche research is going to be the search results. And right here, we're seeing 469 results. Now, when I'm doing niche research and I'm trying to validate a niche, I look for three specific things. Number one, I look for search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the competition is not so high. Number two, I look for 3 KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that these books are already selling so that there is some type of demand for this niche. And number three, I'm going to be looking for a niche score that's provided by the plugin that I'm using that has a score of 50 and higher. Now back on Amazon, and we see 469 results. So this is below the 1,000 results that I'm looking for. So this is a good sign. So the next part is going to be going down the first page of Amazon here and trying to find 3 KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below. So as we can see with the first one, this is actually a sponsored product. Actually, the first 3 are sponsored products, and I don't take this into consideration because this is where people are paying to get on the first page of a certain keyword or a certain search term. So I'm going to simply just pass on these and look for the first book or KDP book that is not a sponsored product. And so we see this one right here. And if I hover over the book cover, we can see that under publisher, it says independently published, which is telling me that this is a KDP book. And with a bestsellers rank of 5,572, this is less than the 300,000 that I'm looking for. So this is book number 1. Now we need to find 2 more books. The book next to it is also independently published right here. It has a bestsellers rank of 2,316. So right off the bat, we're 2 for 2. And now we just need to look for 1 more book to satisfy the second step. So the next book right here is also independently published, and it has a bestsellers rank of 151,458. So this is book number 3. So step number 2 is now satisfied, but I want to go through the rest of this first page to see how many books are selling well here in this niche. The book next to it has a bestsellers rank of 13,437 and is independently published. This one is 247,829. We have this one at 277,000, 249,000, 221,000, 290,000, 47,000, 151,000, 110,000, 66,000. So we can see that there is quite a lot of demand for this niche, and in particular this keyword. And with a niche score of 57, that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. So this satisfies all 3 of my requirements, which is telling me right off the bat that this keyword and this niche has potential to have some profits. Now, why don't we go ahead and look at a book and see what the interiors look like and take a deeper look into this niche. So we have this book right here, coloring book for kids, butterflies, rainbows, and flowers for girls ages 6 to 12. This has a book ranking of 2,316, which is very, very low. It was published not so long ago, back in October of 2023. So not even a year. It is priced at $5.98. And it has about 106 pages, which means it has about 50 single-sided coloring pages. And this is sized at 8.5 by 11. I will say, however, that the price of the book is a little bit lower than what I would like. Usually, I'm going to be pricing my coloring books around $7.99 and up, more so $8.99. But $5.98 is a good way to attract some sales. And so it's doing well for this publisher. Now, before we look at the sample, let's go ahead and look at this graph right here. This also comes from Self-Publishing Titans, and this is a historical BSR graph, and it shows the rankings for the past 30 days. So we can see it go up and down, up and down. So basically, when the graph is going up, this is when it's not selling as well. But when it goes down, this is when it's selling better. So we see the ups and the downs here. But what I like to do is I like to take a look back and kind of go 90 days, 6 months to a year to see the pattern of how well this book sells. So we can see here is 90 days and we can see how well it's been doing. It's actually selling better now than it did 90 days ago. And if we go 6 months, we can see a better picture. As you can see, it is selling better right now than it did 6 months ago. If we go 1 year, well, then now we can see that the rankings are actually pretty typical for the year. We can see that when it was published, pretty soon it started to attract sales. And as we can see, this line right here represents the reviews. So it's racking up reviews as well. But just judging by this graph, I'm going to assume, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to assume that they are running some sort of ad. Now, if we go ahead and look at the sample, we can see here is the cover. Here is the first page, which incorporates coloring elements as well. We have rainbows here, hearts, circles, lots of shapes and elements. And here are some butterflies right here, some flowers right here. And then we have this publisher page right here. And then here comes the first page of the actual interior. So as we can see, we have some patterns with the rainbows, some clouds, some flowers and petal stars, butterflies with patterns on the wings. And then the next page, we have more butterflies, different types of patterns, a little bit of a different type of pattern here compared to the first one right here. And then on the back cover, we can see a few more pages of the interior. So it's going to give us a little bit more of an idea of how to create this type of book if this is what we wanted to do. Now let's go ahead to see if they're using A+ content. And yes, in fact, they are. So with their A+ content, they are highlighting more interiors here, which is actually what you should be doing. And here is a lot more interiors, which is going to help the customer know a little bit more of what the book entails and what type of coloring pages they can expect, because the sample feature on Amazon has limitations. So you really never know how many of your interior pages are able to be seen by the customer. So it's a good idea to use A+ content to be able to show off your book in a much more effective way. And the best part about this A+ content is using this module right here, which allows you to add more of your books on your listings to be able to sell them to other customers, to be able to cross-sell other books. So if a customer were to like this book, maybe they'll buy another book, or maybe this is not what they're looking for. Well, they might find something else in this module right here that they can go ahead and buy. So I highly recommend that everyone add A+ content to all their listings, especially adding this module right here. So if you want to learn how to do this, click somewhere on the screen right now, because I created a video on exactly how to do this. So go ahead and watch that after this video so you can learn how to implement A+ content into your listings. Now let's go ahead and look at some of the reviews. So what customers say: customers find the coloring book great for kids with lots of pictures to color. And so let's read some of these reviews. My 5-year-old absolutely loves this coloring book. She uses pencils, markers, and crayons. Let's go ahead and watch this review. So this person is flipping through all the pages of the book, which is really good for the consumer, as well as even us that are trying to create a similar type of book. Now another review: pretty pictures, fairly simple for younger girls. It is a good coloring book. Great for kids, great for 4-year-olds, great coloring book. So a lot of people seem to like this type of book. Now, what I like to do is I like to look for some of the lower ratings to see if anyone actually wrote something, because if they did, it'll be a good way to find things to improve upon for this book. But I'm not seeing anyone writing anything. Sometimes you see them, so it's a good idea to look through it and see where you can do it better versus this publisher. Now, if we go ahead and take the bestsellers rank right here and put it into a sales calculator to see how much it's estimated to be making, we can see with the bestsellers rank of 2,316, this book makes about 79 sales per day, which is about 2,370 books per month. And if I add the royalty calculator, I've already put all these figures in, that's about $113 per day and $3,408 per month. Now that we validated this niche and know that there's some potential for profits here, the next part is how to actually create these types of interiors. And so let me show you how to do that. Now, the way that I like to go about creating interiors for my KDP books is to first go through Creative Fabrica. Especially if you're beginning, this is a great resource because it has a lot of interiors, a lot of images, a lot of clip art, just a lot of things that you can use to create your own book. But for this example, let's go ahead and search butterfly coloring right here. And we're gonna see a bunch of different interiors that pop up right here. So this is an option that you can do. As you can see, there is a steampunk butterfly, stained glass butterfly, delightful butterfly, midnight butterfly coloring pages, butterfly coloring book for kids. There's ones with funny faces. So there's a lot of different types of interiors here that you can use. So you can just browse around and find something that will fit the type of book that you're wanting to create. And the good part about these interiors is they are ready to be used in your KDP books. Now, if you're going to be using the interiors that are on Creative Fabrica, my suggestion is not to download them and then instantly upload them onto Amazon KDP. Instead, what I suggest to do is to grab certain graphics and elements that you like from these pages, put them onto your own page, and make more edits to them. And so it's different from the actual interior that you downloaded from Creative Fabrica. So let me show you what I mean. Let's say we found this interior that we liked on Creative Fabrica. It has 200 butterfly coloring pages for kids. Here are some of the interiors right here. And let's say we want to use this. So what I would do is I would download this and then upload it onto a program that I like to use called Canva. So I've downloaded the interior and you can see it comes in batches here. Here's the first 100 and here's the second 100. It even comes with covers. So let's go through the first 100 and I'm going to use the PNG files right here. So I'm just going to look for one that I like. So let's go with this one right here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it onto the page like so. And this is what I mean right here is to not just do this and then upload it onto Amazon KDP. We want to add more elements to this, right? We can use this image from Creative Fabrica, but we want to make it our own. So we want to add more things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this box a little bit smaller so we can work with this. And now I'm going to add certain things. So for example, let's go ahead and add some elements. So let's look for some hearts and go to graphics and try to find something that I like here. I'm going to do black outline and just try to find some hearts. So for example, this one right here, and I'm just going to put it in different places on the screen. Let's add a few in different places, maybe here and here. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip some of them just so they don't look exactly the same and change the sizes on a few of them. And then I'm going to look for another different heart to put onto here. Let's use this one right here. It's a little bit different than the other one. And so it just adds another type of element, but it doesn't seem like it's the same type of heart because it's not. And I'm just going to put those in other places right here. So now we have some hearts here. Now let's add a couple more elements. So for example, let's do a circle and let's put these around the page. And I'm going to make some bigger and some smaller. And then let's go ahead and look for some flowers. So like this one right here, we could use this. And we can kind of put these in other places. So I'm going to just move stuff around to fit these. And so let's say we have something like this. As you can see, I did use the original image from Creative Fabrica, but I added so many more elements here that I made it my own. And so this is what you want to do when you're using these interior pages from Creative Fabrica, is to just simply use a free program like Canva and go through these elements. Some of them are for Canva Pro subscribers, which you have to pay for the subscription, but there are also ones that are free. So you can go ahead and look for the free ones and use them. And you basically want to do this 40 to 50 more times so you can create a full interior. And once you're done with that, all you do is you hit share, hit download it as a PDF print. You can flatten the PDF and then you can go ahead and choose CMYK. This is the best for professional printing, but if you don't have Canva Pro, go ahead and just use RGB. Go ahead and download it and it'll be ready to go. If you want to check out Creative Fabrica as well as Canva for yourself, I'll leave the links down below. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and hopefully you're able to implement it into your low and medium content publishing. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new upload, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.